I would like to invite the City Council candidates Nate Baker, Javiera Caballero, Dr. Monique Holsey-Hyman, Khalilah, Karim, and Rist tonight. One at a time.
Well, thank you all for having us here tonight, and this is always one of the best forums that we participate in. It's really organized, and let me tell you something, I wish you guys could vote right now because the questions that you ask have more substance than over 40 forums that I've been to already. So kudos to you all. I am working tonight to ask for your support. Because you have more impact than you think. And I've told you, you're 204,000 voters, registered voters in Durham, but on the first day of early voting, only 4 people between the ages of 18 and 25 voted. So I'm working here to earn your support. You might think, well, I can't vote yet, but you will really soon. And also you have family members. That is really important. And the reason why I take you so seriously is because you are my motivation to do what I'm doing. And we have, like, the good news is we have a lot of people up here who have the right level of commitment, their heart is in it. And so I know that Durham's gonna be fine. I see who's up here. Durham is gonna be perfectly fine. And so I just really appreciate your time. My name is Leo. Leo for mayor, or Leo for Durham, rather follow me on socials, Leo for Durham, FOR. My website is Leo4 Durham. Please engage. Thank you.
We do a lot of forums and fill out a lot of questionnaires in election season, but this is always the best. Ms. Carol and I were talking earlier that we started this together back in 2005, and so I've been coming for a lot of years, and they just keep getting better and better. These questions tonight were amazing. Your questions were better than almost all the adult questions that we were asked, so thank you all for spending the time to do that. Leo mentioned 4 people under 25 voted the first day. I know 3 of them because they were all the same family. So to me, what that indicates is that families vote together. So while you can't vote, please go home tonight and make sure you talk to your parents. Take the guides with you. Many of you are taking notes. Share that with your families and make sure that your parents vote. Early voting starts tomorrow, continues on through November 7th. I think the schedule's probably in the guide. And make sure that your parents go vote. Thank you.
And now, Nate Baker.
Hey everyone, it's been a huge pleasure to be here tonight. As I'll just repeat what's already been said. We've got some amazing questions here tonight. And also, I will say, I mean, this is by far the best voter guide that the city of Durham has. I know I've used it in the past. I think you all should be very proud of the work that we've done here tonight, the work that the organization has done. I love being back here, born and raised in Durham School of the Arts, 6th grade through 12th grade. I was a knight in 6th grade. Everybody else here a knight? A few of us. Local government really matters, so don't just think about the state level government, don't just think about the federal level government. There's a lot of exciting things happening there, a lot of important things there. But local government, as soon as you walk out your front door, you are in the realm of what local government does. Transit and buses, and whether it's a walkable city or a city just for cars, who has power in our city? How do we make decisions? Who feels empowered? How do you engage? Do you have the power to shape your own neighborhood and the way that it grows and changes over time? All of these are questions and issues that are decided at the local level. So this is really important. Make sure you go back home and tell your parents to engage, to vote, and to participate in various ways at the local level. Again, Nate Baker, it's been a huge honor to be here with you all tonight, and I look forward to talking with you after we're done.
Next up, Javiera.
Thank you. It's great to be here with y'all. Ditto what everybody says. This is actually one of my favorite nights. Is coming to talk to y'all. getting a permanent license. Please register to vote. I will be talking with y'all about an opportunity where you will be able to vote here in a little bit, and it's really, really important. So I think we're at a crossroads in our country for many, many reasons, and your voice matters so much. I think every single person in this room understands what climate change is going to do, what it's going to impact anyone in this country 25 or younger, and we need y'all to show up. Democracy doesn't run on vibes. Democracy doesn't run on who's popular and who's not. Democracy runs on people voting and being involved, understanding and hearing. And we don't succeed when people don't show up. And voting is one of those ways. What you're doing right now is another one of those ways that's so, so important. As you learn, please take 3 folks with you. Your friend who says it doesn't matter. It absolutely matters. So many elections are won on 300, 200, 1 vote. In Chapel Hill, they had a UNC college student who ran and won, and he won on 1 vote. So it's really, really important to show up, and it's really, really important to be engaged. Y'all should be super proud of yourselves because you're already doing the first step, which is being involved in an organization like Kids Voting. Thank you so much.
Next up, Dr. Monique Holsey-Hyman.
Hello! I am so excited to be here. I don't think you know how I love students. First of all, let me just say, as a professor, I kind of put on my professor hat too at the table, and I left you with 3 nuggets. One is Maslow's hierarchy of need, when we talk about people who don't have basic needs, can't go to the higher level of functioning. The other thing I asked you, what were your strengths? Remember that? And the other thing I asked you is to have that elevator pitch, because you never know when you're going to meet somebody who's going to actually be able to get you an intern or get you a job. So I left you those 3 nuggets. But besides that, I want to tell you that my passion is about really working for the people. I've been a social worker for over 30 years, professor of social work, higher ed, and I see myself in you. And I think I shared some of the experiences that I had as a little girl growing up in the South Bronx in the projects and all over. And you are already leaders. Being here tonight says you are a leader. And I told you also to put that on your resume. Maybe put that on your resume as a leadership quality. But I am fighting to stay in my seat. As I said to you, I was appointed in May. 22 people didn't even know I was going to be able to do that. So by the grace of God, I did the appointment. I've served for over the last 18 months. I would love to be able to keep my seat. But I also know that I have the voice of the people, and I think that's what I brought to the city council. So I need you to keep me in my seat to fight for sustainable housing, environmental justice, the gun violence, and public safety. Some of those things I really, and I love, did I say I love students? I love students. And I'm going to tell you what I also am. I'm also the advisor for student government of social work at NCCU. I'm the advisor. And one of the things we talked about this week is that we're getting ready to lose our NCCU voting site. You want to know why? Because students are not voting. And so I've got my crew, I call them my crew, those students that I advise, on the bandwagon to fight to make sure that that polling site stays open. So we need you, as my colleague said, we need you to register, we need you to tell your parents, we need you to be at the table, and we need you to think about maybe doing one of these things. I will tell you, I never thought I could do the things that I've been able to do. But by education, taking advantage of mentors, I think I shared with you my mentors that didn't look like me, David Goldstein, Dr. DePietris, who I still keep in touch with, saw something in me and pushed me. Take advantage of every opportunity, take advantage of learning, and connect yourself to somebody that's going to help you move. Thank you.
Next up, Khalilah, Karim.
Hey everybody, thank you all for having us. As everyone mentioned, great questions. I think we missed out some of us, so good job. I really want to mention that it's not new for the youth to be involved. This is not a new thing. When we think about our big movements around the world, guess who started them? Y'all. So this is it. Like, this is not the first. This is what y'all need to be doing. When we think about students, SCLC that was started in Raleigh through youth. When we think about a lot of just environmental sunrise movement through youth, think about all these things that you're already going to be a part of and push that actually have big impacts, global impacts. So keep doing these things that you're doing. Keep believing in yourself. Keep knowing that you have a voice and knowing that you have power, because you do. And so I just want to say thank you all for coming. Well, not coming. Thank thank y'all for having me. Yeah, and if you're old enough to vote, please register and get out and vote and make sure your voice is heard.
And last but not least, Rist.
Thank you. I just want to echo what everyone here up front said. Thank you so much for inviting us. This has been a wonderful evening. I really, really deeply appreciate the thoughtfulness of your questions, but also the honesty of your questions. They're really great and made us not only gave us a great chance to converse with you, but also made us think a lot about what's important to you all. So, you know, when you're involved in politics, people always say like, oh, young people, they just don't vote. You know, they'll think about the other folks who vote. But the truth is, what you're showing here is that you all care about politics, you care about our community, and so you're showing up. And so you guys are the future of this country, of our community. So thank you so much for being here, for being a part of this process, for being part of kids voting. I'll just ask you a couple things. Most importantly, if you are registered to vote, please get out and vote. If not, tell your parents to go out and vote. Most importantly, if you like what I said, certainly tell them to vote for Carl Rist for City Council. Most importantly, make sure they get out and vote. That's the main thing. As we talked about, I believe deeply in the need for affordable housing in our community, in shared economic prosperity, community safety, and also a safe and sustainable environment in Durham. If you're a wonk like me, go to my website, carlfordurham.com, and I've actually written 4 short position papers. You can learn more about all the stuff I've talked about today. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your interest in Durham, and good luck in all your schooling and all the work you do. Thanks so much.
My name is Amanda, and my pronouns are she, her, and I would like to thank all of the DSA people. If I could get y'all to stand, please. I would also like to thank our adult allies. If I can also have the adult allies to stand. And all of the candidates for taking part tonight. And I'd also like to thank our local business donors, Monuts, Elmo's, and restaurants, Pizzeria Toro, Regulator Bookshop, School City Fair Trade, and Vaguely Reminiscent. But most of all, thank you all to the youth who participated.
Hi everyone, I'm Lila. I go to Riverside High School. We would love if you could please fill out the exit survey we'll provide you. Just a reminder, early voting starts tomorrow for adults and kids, but kids, we have a voting station here for you to vote even earlier. Or you can vote at kidsvoting.org/vote-online, or at many schools that are hosting kids voting. If you're interested in running a voting site for kids voting, you can talk to Carolyn, or you can go to the kids voting website. School is out on election day. Fun way to spend it. Service hours too. We hope you all learned something new, met new people, made connections, and now one last thing from our wonderful Carolyn.
So, thank you, as our youth moderators just said, I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. I heard such amazing conversations, and unless for the youth here tonight, if you thought it was just the candidates who thought you guys did an amazing job with questions and how you conversed, it was everybody, every adult I've talked to here. We've just learned so much from listening to you talk to candidates, and from you talking to each other, which you do better sometimes than we as adults do. But the people that I want to thank the most are our amazing youth moderator team. I would like to ask all of them to come up. All of them to come up. If you noticed, you did not see much of me or any of the other adults tonight. They really ran the show. And because we are at Durham's premier performing arts school, I think I would like to ask them, hold on, everybody, get in the middle so that we can get pictures here. I would like us to ask them to take a bow, please. They really are what makes this work. So as they said, you can vote online, you can vote in schools that are hosting kids voting, but we hope that whether you are under 18 or over 18, you will vote one way or another and make your voice heard in this election. And this is not the only voting opportunity we have. In fact, you have everybody, both over and under 18, have another voting opportunity that I am going to let us close out the evening with. So I'm gonna ask Javiera to take off her candidate hat for a second and put on her city council hat. But I'm gonna ask people to stay for a photo after this. We'll all candidates and moderators gather, but I'm going to let the final word be a wonderful program that we have for young people to vote, that's besides get voting.
Thank you, everybody. I mentioned this in my comments just a couple of minutes ago. So I'm the council liaison to participatory budgeting. Participatory budgeting, big word, it basically means we set aside a portion of our budget so every single Durham resident 13 and over can vote. Carmen Ortiz, who's amazing, is here from the city. She's been running the PB program, that's what we call it for short because it's a long word. And we designed this intentionally to bring in as many people to help make decisions for the city. We wanted to ensure DPS students 13 years and over could vote, and we wanted to make sure that it didn't matter whether you were documented or not. We don't care. We just wanted folks to really participate and be able to say something about how we spend your money. This is public money. It means every single person in this room is a taxpayer. If you buy something, you pay sales taxes, and a portion of that goes to Durham. So Carmen's going to have some ballots for you. You get to rank, or you get to vote on projects. Those projects, whatever wins, it's a total of $2.4 million. We have a PB steering committee that shepherds us through this whole process, and they're incredible, all through city volunteers. And I'm going to let Carmen explain a little bit more and talk about the ballot.
All right, so I'm going to keep it very brief. As Councilmember Caballero said, I'm Carmen Ortiz. I manage the PD program. And so you all have a QR code or little card with a QR code. All you have to do is, pretty sure you all know how to do it, right? Try to take a picture, and it's going to link you to our website where you can submit your project ideas. So there are 10 project ideas. Just to give you some context, in the fall, we went out to the community, we spoke with residents, lots of students. We got over 600 project ideas. And over the spring, we had about 30 volunteer residents look at all the projects and score them for equity, impact, and feasibility. And so the 10 projects that are in the ballot have, they came from the community, so we want you to decide how to spend that budget. And so if you can, take a little picture in the QR code and cast your vote, let us know how you want the city to spend $2.4 million out of your tax dollars. Thank you.
If you've already voted, please don't vote again. So I know there's been some teachers that have had people at PB at Riverside, so if you've already voted, please do not vote again. But also, save that link and make sure your friends vote. We're trying to get 12,000 voters until October 31st. So we've got about 2 weeks left, a little bit less. It's really, really important that we reach our goal around 12,000 voters. Thanks.
So thank you all. You have been a wonderful, wonderful group, and I hope I will see you all voting. I hope some of you will want to run kids' voting sites or volunteer with us, become a youth leader like one of these young people. But thank you, and have a good rest of your election season.